The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
On the option to give to Swift here.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with McDonald.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
McDonald sets to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
From the gun, it's McDonald. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scout... report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
2nd and 11. Throwing is McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Man open left side is Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, McDonald. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald. This throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing on first down. McDonald. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half. So.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run here with Edwards, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Edwards, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, McDonald looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lane. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. McDonald. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And all the way down to the 29. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On 1st down, McDonald. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll buy some time right. He's to the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Jackson to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Now Jackson.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
McDonald sets to throw.
Pass incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.